Scary. Okay, for our vocabulary for today, this article's from the New York Times, or this video. It's called "The Story Behind Japan's Bathing Monkeys," which is a kind of, you get a kind of comparison about some habits and the culture of these monkeys that you can kind of see in our own society as well. So, starting with page 2, number 1, downright. This is probably my favorite word in this vocabulary list, or even this month or this year. Downright is a pretty good thing to use. It says it's a noun that is incorrect. So the way you use it is you try to enhance or to make something sound better, or stronger, or more extreme by saying downright. Like when you use the word very, or so, or really, you can use downright in that sense. That is downright awesome. And it gives a very strong feeling of what you're trying to express. If you are saying something, it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative, it can be used with downright. So, downright awesome, downright great, downright tasty, downright delicious. Those are the positive ways. If somebody did something terrible, you might say that is downright wrong. That is downright terrible. That is downright crooked. So you can use it either way, and it enhances what you're saying. Used very often. You don't have to worry about, at least for most Westerners. So you don't have to, worry about, if you can use this with certain people or not. It's pretty much applicable in most situations. Number 2, sprinkled with, is just a way that we say that something has a lot, or it's covered with something, or there's many things. You can use this physically. So if you imagine, if you're just sprinkling some sugar on something that you are making, obviously that's the original way that it might be used, but you can also use it metaphorically as well. I try to sprinkle my class with a lot of jokes. Or soul is sprinkled with Starbucks on every corner. Number 3, hot tub habit. So this is not an actual phrase or an expression, but really it's the way that they combine hot tub with the word habit. It's just kind of saying, this is my habit whenever I do this. My golf swing habit, my drinking habit. So it's just the way you apply the word habit to whatever activity. And it's just referring to what you always normally do for that specific activity. Number 4, to draw attention, is any time that you get noticed or do something noticeable, or someone else does something noticeable, especially if you want to make people focus on you. And this can be used in, if you want to draw people's attention in public, especially if you are marketing, you might try to get people's attention by you might try to draw attention by speaking loudly and waving your hands, or wearing something very bright. If you want to draw someone's attention, maybe at the gym and they're a very handsome guy, and you want to draw their attention, you might you might try to make some comments and talk to them, or smile at them a lot. I don't know. And last, number 5, assumption. An assumption is when you assume something without necessarily having any kind of evidence or proof. You just have an idea. You're kind of guessing or estimating in a way. So we all make assumptions about things without completely knowing the truth, and a lot of times we're proved to be incorrect. So sometimes we say that having an assumption about something without necessarily knowing the truth is quite dangerous. So we have a kind of expression about the word assume, A-S-S-U-M-E. Assume makes an ass out of you and me, because the spelling, A-S-S, ass, you, me.
Oh.
Meaning try not to live off of your assumptions, because it can be embarrassing. And those are our vocabulary.